Brace yourselves for the wildest season of Real Housewives of Orange County we have ever seen. We are diving into all the drama, from Shannon's legal troubles to Jen's relationship meltdown, and let's not forget about that explosive reunion. One of the new faces felt like they were under fire, and even Andy Cohen thinks this one will catch you off guard. Seriously, you will want to catch every minute of this recap. The drama is off the charts, and we are here to break it all down for you. Get ready for some serious tea spilling. Shannon's life before the DUI looked like a dream. Fancy dinners, glamorous parties, and that gorgeous Newport Beach home. But behind that picture-perfect facade, things were falling apart fast. Let's talk about Shannon's relationship with John. Remember when they seemed so in love? Well, turns out it was messier than a Real Housewives reunion fight. They were constantly bickering, and the tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. It was like watching a car crash in slow motion. You know it's gonna end badly, but you just can't look away. Then came that fateful night. Shannon and John had an explosive fight that would change everything. It was like all their issues came bubbling to the surface at once, and boy, was it ugly. Picture this: Shannon, emotional and upset, decides to get in her car. Now, we all know that's never a good idea when you are in that state, but she did it anyway. You want to yell at the TV, Shannon, no, but it's too late. So how bad was Shannens DUI shocker really? Let me tell you, it was worse than we thought. She didn't just get pulled over, she crashed into a house. And then, as if that wasn't wild enough, she tried to flee the scene. I mean, can you imagine? One minute you are in your living room watching TV, the next minute there's a Real Housewives car in your front yard. When the police found Shannon, it wasn't pretty. She was arrested for DUI and hit and run. And get this, she had visible injuries, including a bloodied face. It's like something out of a movie, except it was all too real. Now, Shannon's trying to downplay the whole thing. In a confessional, she said, "I am done with people saying I am the drunk that needs help, because I am not." She's insisting it was just a really bad night. But come on, Shannon, a really bad night is when you burn your dinner or get caught in the rain without an umbrella. This was a full-on disaster. And just when you think it couldn't get any worse, John decides to file a lawsuit against Shannon for $75,000. He's claiming it was a loan for cosmetic surgery. Shannon's denying it, of course, saying it was just shared funds from their relationship. Talk about adding insult to injury. But here's the thing. There's more to this story than what hit the headlines. Shannon's been feeling emotionally raw all season, trying to keep it together while filming and dealing with all this drama. It's like she's walking on a tightrope, and we are all just waiting to see if she will make it to the other side or fall into the chaos below. Shannon's downward spiral is just the beginning of the craziest season of Real Housewives of Orange County yet, and trust me, you haven't seen anything yet. Think Shannon hit rock bottom with that DUI? Oh honey, that was just the start of her troubles. The way her castmates reacted, it's enough to make you question if there's any real friendship in the Orange County. And when you hear how Tamra Judge flipped on her bestie, you will be shaking your head. At first, it looked like Shannon's friends might actually support her through this mess. But nope, that's not how things went down in the Orange County. These ladies turn on Shannon faster than you can blink. Remember Tamra Judge, Shannon's ride or die? Well, she became enemy number one real quick. Tamra went from BFF to biggest critic, questioning Shannon's drinking habits like she was some kind of sobriety expert. During one confrontation, Tamra even asked Shannon, "Is that after you have a drink?" Talk about harsh. But Tamra wasn't alone in this. The other women decided to dig up all of Shannon's past behavior. Things got ugly real fast, with confrontations about Shannon's drinking coming from all sides. Surprisingly, Emily Simpson and Gina Kirschneider showed a softer side. They actually had some compassion for Shannon's struggles. Emily tried to be the voice of reason, pointing out that Shannon had apologized and talked about her mistake openly. She said, "You can't continue to berate them for 4 months and bully them." Preach Pearl. But did anyone listen to Emily? Of course not. The attacks on Shannon just kept coming. Emily described it best when she said it felt like everyone was fighting around you. Can you imagine how Shannon must have felt? It's like being stuck in the middle of a storm, with insults and accusations flying at you nonstop. So, did anyone actually come out of this season looking good? Well, Emily and Gina definitely showed their human side. It's like they remember that underneath all the drama and glamour, there's a real person dealing with real problems. But let's be real, this isn't the kind of stuff that builds lasting friendships. Shannon's relationships with her castmates? Yeah, they are pretty much in ruins, especially with Tamra, who seemed to be enjoying all this drama a bit too much. By the time the season finale rolled around, poor Shannon was left feeling totally isolated. Looking ahead, it's hard to see how Shannon's gonna fix things with these ladies. When your so-called friends turn on you like that, how do you ever trust them again? But hey, this is the Orange County we are talking about. Anything can happen, right? One thing's for sure though, next season's gonna be one wild ride. Alexis Bellino is back, and she's bringing a whole new level of chaos to Shannon's already tumultuous world. Why is everyone suddenly hanging on Alexis' every word? Well, it's all because of her new relationship with John Jansen, Shannon's ex. Talk about a plot twist. Alexis didn't waste any time getting involved in the drama. She claimed to have some pretty damaging video footage of Shannon from the night of her DUI. According to Alexis, this video showed Shannon acting out of control while drunk. We don't know if this video actually exists, but just the idea of it had everyone on edge. The other women were divided on how to react to Alexis' return. Some were inclined to believe her, especially given Shannon's recent behavior. Others were more skeptical, knowing Alexis' history with drama. It was like watching their opinions ping-pong back and forth. Shannon, understandably, wanted nothing to do with Alexis. She refused to be in the same room as her, and even texted Alexis to uninvite her from a girls' trip to Europe. Can you imagine how awkward that must have been? Alexis tried to smooth things over by sending Shannon flowers on her birthday, but Shannon wasn't having it. She saw right through the gesture and called it manipulation. Talk about making a bad situation worse. Alexis' return really shook things up in the Orange County. It created this weird divide among the women, with everyone picking sides and not knowing who to trust. Emily Simpson even went as far as calling Alexis' return a disaster. That's pretty harsh, don't you think? But here's the thing. Alexis wasn't just there to stir things up on her own. She also seemed to be speaking on John's behalf, which frustrated some of the other women. They wanted to hear from Alexis herself, not just about her new man. And if you think this drama is juicy, just wait until the reunion. I can't give away too much, but there's going to be an explosive confrontation between Shannon and Alexis. It's going to be intense, and you won't want to miss a second of it. Get ready for a reunion that's about to blow the roof off. Katie Janela wasn't exaggerating when she said, nobody could have prepared her for the intensity. It's like all the drama from this season decided to have one big party on that stage. Picture this. It's a Sunday, which is weird enough for filming a reunion, but that's not even the half of it. Andy Cohen's there, ready to stir things up like only he can, and he's hinting that there's stuff even he was surprised by. Can you imagine what could shock Andy Cohen after all this time? Remember how Shannon couldn't stand being in the same room as Alexis during the season? Well, now they are stuck on the same couch and the tension is off the charts. It's like watching two cats sizing each other up, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. But it's not just Shannon and Alexis causing trouble. Everyone's got issues with someone else. Old friendships are falling apart and new alliances are popping up everywhere. It's chaos, plain and simple. Poor Emily Simpson is sitting there, watching this mess unfold, calling it a total takedown of Shannon and public humiliation. Can you imagine being in her shoes? It's like everyone decided to let out all their frustrations at once. There's even talk of a surprise guest showing up. They are keeping it super secret. But you know, it's gonna shake things up. Maybe it's an old cast member or someone's ex ready to spill some tea. Andy Cohen's not holding back with his questions. He's asking all the stuff we have been dying to know. You can bet some of these ladies are squirming, trying to figure out how to answer without making themselves look bad. But here's what everyone wants to know. Who got the worst grilling from Andy? Was it Shannon trying to explain her DUI drama? Or maybe Alexis getting called out for her thing with John? We'll have to wait and see, but I am putting my money on Shannon. She's been through so much this season, and just when you think it can't get crazier, they start talking about that London trip. Heather Dubrow's spilling all the details, and it's juicier than we ever imagined. What does this mean for next season? Well, Shannon's being pretty vague about whether she's coming back. She says it depends on who else is in the cast. Can you blame her after everything that happened? One thing's for sure, after this reunion, the Orange County is never gonna be the same. Friendships are gonna be tested, alliances are gonna change, and you can bet there's gonna be even more drama next season. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to see what happens next. This season of Real Housewives of Orange County has been a total roller coaster. Shannens DUI drama, Alexis dating John, and all those fights made for some serious craziness. And don't forget about those lawsuits still hanging over everyone. Who knows what will happen with those? But here's the real tea. There might be some big cast changes coming next season. Shannen's not sure if she wants to come back, saying she needs good people around her. Can you blame her after everything she's been through? And with Alexis stirring up drama left and right, who knows who else might be leaving or joining? One thing's for sure, next season's gonna be just as wild as this one. I am already on the edge of my seat waiting to see what happens.